So about 2 weeks ago, I had a meeting with my leadership team, and the team. We have Philip, he's the CFO of the company. We have Terence, he's the CTO. Marie, the CMO, and lastly Paulette, she's the CPO. So I had a call from one of our customers, and they wanted me to kind of think about an integration between 100 Flow and one of their kind of ISO certification systems. Seems like a good idea. It's a good customer, so I think it will be worthwhile, a lot of money. However, I didn't want to make that call alone, so I called for the leadership team to have a meeting. So in the meeting, Philip started kind of from a financial perspective. This is really good. We will crush the budget. This is a new segment, really, really good stuff. I think we should do it. And Terence filled in and said that he's the CTO and said, from a technical perspective, it's a little bit complicated, but not complex. So it's not super hard, totally doable. It will produce a little bit of technical debt, of course, and we'll have to live with that forever, but it's doable. And Marie, the CMO, as always, she wants every new function. She said, this is a new campaign in itself. It would be foolish, almost stupid not to build it. Let's do it. And then Paulette, the CPO, said, nah, I don't think that we should build this. You're thinking about this in the wrong way. She said the whole product, actually the whole company, is built on the foundation of simplicity. And this would be the first time we break that promise. And they all looked at me, and I said, I'm not going to make the call. You're the experts. So I just stepped out of the discussion for a while, and they had the discussion, and finally they did a vote. And it turned out that obviously Marie, she wants everything, so she can sell it. That's her job. But Philip and Terence actually changed their mind and said that, well, Paulette is right. Simplicity is worth more than a new customer. And actually, it's not worth the technical debt that it will create. So they voted 3 against 1. And this is actually a quite normal leadership meeting in our company. And it took about 45 seconds. Obviously, they are all agents. I'm actually the only human in the company. So my company, 100 Flow, is obviously 100% fully AI first company. So I'm the only person that actually works here. And if you look closely, some of these people, they are here, like multiple versions of them. Because I clone every member, every one in my staff I clone. So I have some kind of template for all my employees. And if I want a new person in my team, I just clone that person and then I add some new skills to that if I want to. Really handy. So sometimes we are like 20 people, sometimes we are 5 people. And we try to solve everything with AI, even slideshows, you see. So on top of this, because I realized that if I only use the common AI, and have anyone used ChatGPT? You get into some kind of rabbit hole, and it's getting more and more wrong, and you're trying to debate with kind of ChatGPT, and sometimes you want to throw out the computer through the window, right? And when you set up a whole team with AI agents, and they are supposed to collaborate, it could be the same way. And I realized that if I add a little bit of organizational structure and design to this and treat them as almost as if they were humans, it works better. And first I didn't understand, but then I realized that the models, the LLMs, they are designed to understand human behaviors. So if we talk in a bad language with the models, with ChatGPT and Claude, you're not going to have the same response as if you're being kind. In the same way, these agents, when they communicate and collaborate, they will act in a different way if they have certain set of soft skills. So I built a tool, of course. I didn't build the tool. My agents built the tool. So I can actually spin up teams and I can kind of clone them. So here you have the leadership team, of course, the board, and then you have 3 clones of dev teams. And these dev teams, they have they have a backend developer, they have a front end developer, etc. And they all have the same kind of technical skills. And then I've added the soft skills. In this case, I've added some soft skills to Barry being the backend developer, Terry the tester, Usain is the UXer, team leader, and product lead. And then you can actually set the soft skills. And let's look at creativity. So this team have very low creativity, and if you look at some other skill here, maybe the psychological safety, maybe they feel safe. So what actually happens when I try to use the soft skills and give them different tasks? So I set up just a standard team with not adding any soft skills whatsoever, and then I created these three teams, and I tuned the settings up and down, perhaps the creativity and the psychological safety, and realized that the result differed. The recommendations I got from the team and what they actually did differed when I changed the soft settings. So I benchmarked this, and nowadays in 100 Flow, when I have a task, I actually ask Claude, what kind of team is the best team for me to solve this issue, this task? And then I actually get a pretty good answer. And then I just create, based on that, I create a team that I need for every task. So this is the way it could look like in my company. I'm running around and I'm cloning all these teams and people all over the place. And when I try to solve something, I just go out there and I work with different people. So this is the way it could look in look like in my company. Right now, I'm not sure if they're doing anything. Maybe they're done. I haven't checked. Maybe they have kind of find something else to work with. There's always some tests to write, right? So in the beginning, I was the puppet master. For every team I create, I'm the puppet master. But after a while, I cut the strings. And every team I actually have in a human team might take 9 months. Here, take like 5 minutes. So when I trust the team, I cut the strings and give them kind of permission override, so they can just send stuff to production. Obviously, there are some toll gates, but most likely they will send stuff to production straight away. So this is a call for you. If you're working with AI and AI agents, I think that you should think about that they are also part of your organization and they can be led. So think about the soft skills that you can add. That's context, that's direction, and that's kind of the motivation for AI agents. So that's it for me and my company.